We are back with more Mountain Connections live right here on Park City Television. You may remember the beloved, iconic 80s television series Highway to Heaven. Well, it is back with a movie on Lifetime, and here to tell us all about this is star Barry Watson. Barry, how are you doing today?
I'm really good. How you doing, Christine?
Doing very well. I'm excited to talk about Highway to Heaven. It's really fun. I remember it actually, maybe I shouldn't admit that, but from the 80s. Really good, uplifting show, but also focuses on hard topics. So tell me about this latest movie installment.
Don't worry, don't feel old, because I was a big fan of the show during the 80s as well, and that's one of the reasons why I'm so happy to be a part of it. Well, basically it's, it's kind of takes off from where the original series left off, I think, but just in a more contemporary way. Jill Scott is playing the Michael Landon character, Angela, and I'm more of, I guess, the partner with like Victor French. So basically I play Bruce Banks. I'm a middle school principal who hires Angela to be a temporary guidance counselor. And, little do we all know that she's this angel on a mission. And she kind of doesn't even know kind of who exactly is part of her mission, but kind of within the series and within the movie, it's obviously she's on a mission for this one kid, Cody, but then she kind of spreads her and her angelic ways, through my character and other characters within the movie. And so it's just we don't veer too far away from what the original series is. There's still about hope and love and respect, and I just so happy to be a part of it, and hopefully there'll be many more for everybody to watch.
I hope so as well. And you mentioned the film is about this young student, Cody, who lost his mother. A heartbreaking premise, and many people don't like to focus on those hard things, but this movie does such a great job, as the original show did, in taking the very difficult situations in life and finding a way to help and find an uplifting way to discuss this. So how was it acting in such an emotional, dramatic film?
It's not easy, putting yourself in certain situations it's not always fun, but you do it for what the work is, and to hopefully make the story come across, in the best way possible. But it's also very fulfilling to be able to kind of, express certain feelings that you don't normally get to express. And, especially with my character, Bruce, who you think is just like, this great, cool principal, Ferris Bueller kind of principal of the school where everybody likes him. But he's got his own things that he's struggled with that maybe he wasn't even completely aware of until Angela came into his life. It was really fun to explore that at the time, but it's also interesting to kind of look back on filming it and see kind of the stuff that sort of, I don't know, came out in me that I wasn't really expecting. So it was a true treat, and just such a treat to work with Jill. She's very angelic herself, so it was quite a treat.
And Barry, you've acted in many, many different films, series, very well known for all of your different roles. But did you feel a sense of pressure coming into this film with such a following and with, such known big stars that started it, the Highway to Heaven franchise, Michael Landon, Cindy Landon? Did that add to you wanting to just really do an excellent job, what you do within this role?
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, of course. I mean, to represent somebody like Michael Landon's legacy, who's been part of so much different wonderful television throughout decades of Little House on the Prairie, Highway to Heaven, Bonanza, so many things. I I didn't really feel the pressure until I actually got up to Vancouver, Canada, where at the time I had to be in a 14-day quarantine before shooting. So I was alone for 14 days, which was very spiritual in a lot of ways. But then there was days where I'm like, oh my gosh, wait, hold on. What am I doing? We have to make this work, because I know I'm a fan of the original series, but so many millions of people in the world are as well, and are expecting us to bring something that's gonna represent Michael Landon's legacy and what Highway to Heaven was for all of us growing up. So all of a sudden there was that pressure, but then once we got on the set with Jill and I, it just all sort of clicked, and it all felt right, and it all felt good. And I haven't even seen the whole thing yet, but the pieces I have seen, it all looks like we all did our job. So I'm really proud of it, and I'm happy Lifetime was the network to take this on. It seemed like it was a perfect fit.
And you absolutely should be proud of it. The cast does an incredible job in this uplifting, inspiring film. It is quite a bit different role, though, than some of the current roles you're playing. So I'd love to quickly hear about what people can watch next of yours.
Okay, well, next, I'm actually in Atlanta right now working on this new series called Naomi. It's created by Ava DuVernay, and it's a coming-of-age superhero show. And I play the adoptive father of Naomi, who we realize has certain powers. And it's interesting because I'd like to tell you more, but I'm kind of left in the dark with a lot of where my character is going to be going with this, or discovering more stuff about my character, which is normally not the case on series or films, where you kind of know, where you're going to go from the beginning of the film and through your arc and through the end. And so this is sort of like every week I get a surprise with what the script is about, discovering new things about other characters and stuff within my own character. So that's going to be coming out on the CW January 2022. So just a couple months around the corner.
We're looking forward to seeing that as well. In reference to Highway to Heaven, what do you hope audiences will take away from this film? Especially, it's this difficult time. It's been a really hard past year and a half with many things happening for many people they didn't see coming. So what do you hope audiences will leave with after seeing this film?
Christine, that's such a good thing. I'm so happy you said that, because, it is, we've been through such a crazy time the last however many years, especially this last year and a half, these dark times. I just hope that, well, there I said it, I hope that people who watch it come out with having more hope in life, just hope and respect and just more love towards one another. That's why I signed up to do it. And I think, like I said before, I think we did our job. So I really hope that, I keep saying hope. I'm going to say hope like a million times. Hope, 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 hope. We all need more of that.
We absolutely do. A great message, especially during this time. Very much looking forward to watching Highway to Heaven. Thank you, Barry Watson, star of this film, for speaking with us today. It premieres on Saturday, November 6th on Lifetime. You don't want to miss out. We'll be back with more here on Mountain Connections right after this.